Deep mulch for every season. Transform your garden into a thriving, low-maintenance paradise year-round.
No more seasonal soil struggles, just healthy, rich growth from spring all the way through winter. Here's a great example with one of our volunteers. We had several nights with single-digit temperatures. The deep mulch kept that soil from freezing, kept those roots good and warm, kept that life going. All we did was put a little cover over this, and it made it through just fine.
And it's Saturday, which means we get to visit with folks just like you. We've got a really good friend of this channel, Brother Bruce. He wanted to share his rich, healthy growth in the winter. Of course, he's in South Florida, so while the rest of us are gripped in this winter climate, he's got pineapples growing. Just check out what the deep mulch has done to his Florida garden. Along with all of his fruit trees, he said it did get kind of cold. It felt like they were coming in out of the refrigerator, but he didn't get any frost and he didn't get any damage. The deep mulch has served Brother Bruce and his family well. The hardest work they ever have to do is harvest. And just look at this harvest. Bruce, thank you. Your motivation keeps me out in the garden all winter long. Please leave a comment down below and let everybody know just how much you appreciate them sharing what's going on in their garden. And I do invite you to participate. There's no obligation. You send in a photo now and again. We get to celebrate what's going on in your garden. Help motivate folks around the world. Show them just what's possible in a garden. So what is deep mulch? Well, it's just a thick layer of organic material spread on top of your garden. And after 50 years of gardening, I've come to the conclusion this is the simplest way to garden, and you get the best yield. Now, I use a mixed mulch method. I simply can't get my hands on enough of any one kind of material to spread over the entire garden. So I just kind of mix it together. What I got here is just kiln drying wood chips. They use this for animal bedding. You get that at almost any farm store. And it's dry, but it's easy to move. You just spread that out. And then I come back and toss some leaves on it. That's how simple that is. You can get some wood chips, hay, straw. You want to put it down at least 4 inches thicker. The thicker, the better. I did this whole area this morning, dumped it out just like you saw. What I'm standing on looked like this right before it snowed. Doesn't matter what you're using, you put it on thick, it breaks down very fast. This over here, that's been covered with snow. It's packed it down a little bit. The worms have been working on it for a couple weeks. So the thicker you put it on to begin with, the better off you're going to be. Now, don't pack it down yourself. You want as much air in here as possible. And yeah, I called this a mixed mulch. You don't have to mix it up right now, but when you go to plant, you're going to move that out of the way, and you're going to take it down to soil. And as you do that, you're going to mix it up. And that's how I came up with mixed mulch. But then underneath there, like we've shown, that soil, you can just dig that with your hands. That's a wonderful benefit. Plus, it keeps the weed seeds from germinating. And since we don't till, we're not continually moving that seed bank up to the surface. Right in here, we've got more wood chips and pine needles than we have anything else. And that kept these cabbages and these beets going right on through those single-digit nights. With a little bit of cover and mulch in the cold frame, you can grow all winter long. Not only that, in the summer, when it's over 100 degrees outside, that soil temperature is 20, 30 degrees cooler. Keeps those roots nice and cool, keeps that life nice and cool. Plants don't mind it being hot as long as our roots aren't cooking. By having the mulch over that ground, the sun's not beating down on it. That soil's not drying out. That's the other benefit. You're going to save on water. I did get my tire fixed. Well, I'll go get another load of leaves. Let's go on down to Texas and look at Mike and Linda's garden. They're another couple of friends of this channel, and they're refurbishing their raised beds. As they've grown their deep mulch garden, they decided to move their raised beds into a better location. They're saving all of the soil. And by doing a pseudo-hugelkultur, by adding logs, they're able to fill these back up. They've used a lot of mulch on top, also helped save with the water, but produced a really beautiful bounty. Mike and Linda just shows that the deep mulch method works just as well on raised beds as it does in a regular garden. Mike, Linda, thank you. That was awesome. Right here in this walkway where the mulch has gotten really thin, we've got a few little wild edibles that are sprouting, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and cover it with some leaf mold. We're going to continue that life in the soil. And that's all you do. Just dump it out. 4 inches thicker, preferably thicker. And right here is much thicker than 4 inches. But you will be surprised at how quickly this breaks down. We are getting there. I got about 3/4 of this garden covered in leaves. I'm saving the wood chips and the hay till last to see how many leaves I actually have available. I'll fill in the low spots with those. While I got a little warm weather, I probably ought to go get a couple more loads of leaves. I hope you're finding some of this helpful. If you are and you want to support the channel, I've got a more in-depth look at the soil health. Check out my book. It'd be well worth your time. And it'd help me out. You wouldn't hurt my feelings if you bought one. And as always, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.